Hello, Gulnara. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. Still have lots of people coming, so if you mind, just say hello in chat and let us know where you are writing from and where you are participating from. Okay, we would like to see how many countries are here today. Wow, Lithuania, hello. Hi, Romania. Albania, wow. Okay, very international again.
Yes, we can see Latvia as well, Slovenia, Bulgaria, welcome, and Georgia.
Czechia too. Well, okay. Croatia, nice.
We
Kosovo.
have also Polish people, Ukrainians. Hello.
Good morning. Good morning. Latvia. Okay.
Welcome, Croatia. And oh, we have someone from Pakistan as well. Wow. Hello. Okay. Very international. Very international today. That's good. That's good. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, I think we can start. We have more than 160 people right now. I think there will be a little bit more, but let's not wait longer. Thank you very much for your activity. Welcome to our webinar. Today's topic is how to find relevant journal for your next article, for your next publication. I am Paula Milewska. I'm a customer consultant at Elsevier, and I will be a trainer today. But together with me, we have Vivian Pereczki, who is also a customer consultant at Elsevier, and Vivian kindly agreed to help me with questions today. So welcome, Vivian. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello, Paula, and hello, everyone around the world. It's so nice to see so many people joining from different countries. I'm just going to hang out here and Paula's going to do the work. What I'm just going to do is collect your questions. Okay, so if you have some interesting questions along the way regarding Paula's presentation today, please feel free to drop them in Q&A or chat. I will try to do my best and collect them all. And sometimes I will just rudely interrupt Paula to ask her to answer your questions, okay? So have fun today. And I'm just going to mute myself now.
Okay, thank you, Vivian. Once again, welcome on the webinar. And before we start the topic, I would like to inform you about a few things. So first of all, the session is being recorded, so you will be able to watch it again. You can also share the recording with your friends, with your colleagues. You can put it on the, library website or on social media if you feel that this is something interesting that your colleagues could benefit from it. So please don't hesitate and just share the link with anyone who you know who could be interested in the topic. Vivian already told us that of course you can ask questions. So please use Q&A, use chat. We know it works perfectly well because we have a lot of information. Where are you from? And yeah, so just use it during the webinar. And also you will be able to download that certificate. I will show you information how to download your certificate at the end of today's session, but also I will send this information to you via email. So today, later afternoon, I will send you email with link to the recording, PDF of my presentation, and information about how to get certificate for you. Okay, so let us go to the topic. For today, we have a few points. So I will start with importance of choosing the right journal for your article. Then I want to show you some tips and tricks on how to find the journal for your next article. and I will share with you information about the tools that you can use, which are available for you, and I believe quite easy to use. Those will be Elsevier's tool. So I will show you some tips and tricks about how to use Scopus to find the relevant journal, but also I will share with you information about Elsevier Journal Finder and some more resources we have for outdoors. Okay, so let us start with finding a journal. So when you need to search for a journal, you should consider a few things even before you start. So on my slide, you have some questions, and before you start searching for a journal, just sit down for a moment and think about it. Okay, so what is the type of your manuscript? Will this be original research article or maybe review? Some of journals can have specific recommendations and specific aims and scope. Not all of journals will allow you to submit review articles, etc. So that's why you need to know it at the beginning. The second question you would like to ask yourself is, do you want or do you need to publish in open access? Because if yes, then you will have a little bit less options because you will need to go for open access journals. Sometimes you will need to go with gold open access journals. Sometimes the recommendation for you will be that you can also use hybrid journals. So it depends on your needs. It depends on many factors that you can have. So also this is important information to have at the beginning. The other question is, are you seeking a title with multidisciplinary or interdisciplinary focus, or maybe you are very focused within one discipline and very specific topic? This is also nice to know at the beginning. If you want to publish with a specific publisher, it can also happen because of many reasons. For example, you know that Elsevier is a good publisher with great quality journals. So you decide, okay, I will try to go up with Elsevier and publish with Elsevier. It's always up to you, it's your decision, but once again, it's worth to consider this before you will start searching for the journal. And the last question to ask is, are you publishing research data or any other outputs alongside the article? So do you have any additional materials you would like to submit together with the article? Okay, and selecting the right journal is very important, and I think it gets more and more important right now. If you choose the right journal, it will go with the quality, discoverability, visibility, impact, and also it can help you with research assessment and evaluation. So it's super important, especially if you are, if you are a researcher and you want to reach out to the global public. This is super important right now. Okay. And if you select the bad journal for your good article, it can be not so positive for you. So this is also to be very careful with journals, because we have right now something called predatory journals. I hope you heard about them. Those are journals, and those journals are faking to be scientific journals. Okay, so be very careful about it, because if you publish in a predatory journal, you will lose some things, okay, because of that. So first of all, there is a monetary cost for you as an author or for your institution. So you will lose money, but this is not the worst. I think more important is that you can lose your reputation, and this is like a very high cost for people, for you and all people involved. This can have negative impact on rankings and research assessment, which is also not so good. You cannot be assured that that your paper will be archived, and you don't have any guarantees. And yeah, those journals can be delisted from indexing services like Scopus database, for example, and there can be some possible legal consequences as well. So when you are thinking about a journal, you need to be very careful. You need to check everything before you submit. And on my slide, you can see Think, Check, Submit, which this is a portal, a website with very long checklist that can help authors in evaluating journal if it's predatory or not. Okay, so if you're not sure about the journal, you don't know the title, it's quite new for you, you have no idea is it good journal or not, you can always go with Think, Check, Submit and just answer all of the questions within the checklist, and then you will be able to decide, okay, this is valuable journal, I can go with it, there is no risk. But if you will still see some kind of red lights, or you will be not sure about the journal, my recommendation would be find another journal. Don't risk it, because this is like a huge risk for you if you will end up with the journal. And of course, this is, you can say, okay, this is just one paper. Yeah, but one paper, it's an investment. Yes, because you worked hard for several years, sometimes on your research project. And this one paper is, is the last thing. And this is very important thing, because you can, in this way, you can share with the community your results. And yeah, that's why think about it as investment. So just like in bank, choose the best bank in your life, and also choose the best journal if you want to submit your article. Okay, and we have also 7 questions to consider in the moment you are evaluating a journal. Is the manuscript the right fit for the journal? So this is about aims and scope, and about the type of manuscript. And do you have any mandates to consider? It can be open access policy, for example, or anything else coming from your funder or institution. I think the third question is very important, because this will be also investment for you. If you find a journal with the right community, the community you want to reach out to, it will work for you very well in the future, because you need to go there. And of course, you want people to read your article. But if you choose the right journal that is being read by the right community, they will read your article, but also your chances to being cited is, I think, higher. Okay, is there a reasonable chance of acceptance? This is also quite important question. And most of journals will share with you the information about acceptance rate. So you will see that, for example, in the journal A or B, the acceptance rate is, I don't know, 10% or 50%. And you will see, okay, regarding your let's say, stage at your career development, you will be able also to decide, okay, maybe for the first month, for my first article, I will not go for the top 10% of journal with acceptance rate like 5%. Okay, maybe you should go somewhere else at the beginning. Okay, is the journal indexed in relevant databases? So, for example, in Scopus database. You can also check the metrics for the journal, so you will know more about the impact of the journal. And this is something I will show you today, how to do it and how to work with it. And the last question is journal, does it have like a good reputation? Okay, so you can always ask your colleagues, do they know this title? Maybe they have already published something there. Maybe they have some kind of, their own experiences with peer review process, how it goes, etc. So this is also important point. Okay, so how can you choose the right journal for your article? Let's go into the practice, yes. I have 6 ideas for you, and I will share all of them with you today, and hopefully you will like them. And after our webinar, you will just go and check yourself. Maybe there will be something interesting for you. Okay. So the first idea is quite simple, and just use your bibliography, okay? Because when you are preparing articles, I'm quite sure you already have checked the literature, relevant articles, books, etc. So you have somehow collection of references. So use your bibliography. Just check what will you cite in your own article. Find the titles of the journals. Maybe there is something you are citing more than once. This is something to just check, because if you are citing this journal, it means that for sure there is a very strong link within the topic. So your article will fit for the journal. Of course, then you need to check some other things, and be very open with this. But this is like a first step what you can do. Okay. You can always let us know on the chat. Do you like this? Do you like this idea number 1 or number 2 or other I will show you today? So let us know. Maybe you are using this method already. Okay, and the second idea is to use Scopus. And with Scopus, I would like to start with exploring the search results. So this is very simple, very easy to do, and I will show you how to do it. Okay, let me open Scopus for you. Okay, so I hope you know this website. I hope you are using Scopus. If this is something very new for you, I will share also information about our training hub, where you can find more also basic webinars about how to use Scopus, how to search, etc. Because today I don't want to focus on how to search and what kind of search strategies we can apply in Scopus. But I want to focus on the journals. Okay, so with this second idea, what we can do is just prepare a search, just in the way you would search for articles relevant for your next project or something. I will go with any topic, not to waste time. Yeah, of course, your search probably will be more sophisticated than this one, okay? But yeah, I just want to show you the steps to take. So prepare your search query, put it into Scopus, click search. And next, just with few clicks, you will be able to identify good journals, okay? Let me just show you what to do next. Okay, so we have the search result, the big list with articles, but we are not interested right now on articles. Okay, we don't need this part. I will focus on the filters. So first of all, we are looking for journals. So let us limit document type to articles, because we are not interested right now in books or conferences or anything else. So I just choose article and I limit to, and Scopus will show me only articles. Next step I would recommend you to do is to open the filter with subject area and choose the most relevant subject area. If your research is interdisciplinary, you can of course choose more than one. Let's say that for this example, I am mostly focused on social sciences. Once again, I click limit to. Okay. Okay, and basically that's it. So you could see I started with a search. I limited document type to articles. I chose one subject area. And what I do next, I go here for source title, and I just click here. And what you can see on source title is titles of journals. And here you have additional information. So how many papers they have already published about my topic. If you click on it, you will see the explanation that this is 580 documents published in this journal, but matches my query. Okay, and this is the power of Scopus. You can do it, it's super easy. And now you can see, okay, maybe this journal is relevant for me. You can easily see articles already published within my search query results in this journal. Maybe this will be also something interesting for you. Okay. What else you can do from here? If you need open access journals, it's just here, so you can go and click search for gold open access, hybrid, or anything you need based on recommendations you have from institution, founder, or anyone. Okay, and that's it. It's very simple, very easy, and I think very powerful, because you can see most active journals with your own topic. Okay, so this was the idea to explore search results in the way I showed you. What is worth to know about the Scopus? That if you're searching in Scopus database, you are actually searching within 88 million items. So this is information about 88 million publications published all around the world. Documents coming from more than 7,000 publishers. And of course, it's not like 100% all of the journals from all around the world. For now, we have more than 27,000 active journals actively indexed on Scopus database. So I think it's quite good. Okay, and this is just on my slide to remind you what have we done, and let's go to another idea. Okay, so it was easy. Start from your keywords, okay? But now I can show you another idea to use Scopus, and you can explore the sources. And to maybe give you a little bit more context. Scopus is expert curated database. So our content is evaluated before you can see it on the Scopus database. This is expert evaluation. So we have 17 subject chairs. Those people are not connected with Elsevier. They are independent. This is like a board, and they are evaluating journal all the time. So this is to assure the quality of the content of Scopus. Okay, and I already told you a little bit about the Scopus, and you remember that Elsevier is a big publisher, of course, but also Elsevier is owner and creator of Scopus database. So you already know that not 100% of journals from all around the world are visible on Scopus database, but what do you think? What percentage of all journals indexed in the Scopus database are titles published by Elsevier? You can guess any number. It's very yeah. For me, it's interesting. What is your reception of this because we have Elsevier as a publisher, but also Elsevier as owner of the Scopus database. Anyone can guess? Okay, so we have 80%, 30%, 5%, 90%, 75%. Okay, different ideas. Okay, so let me reveal it for you. Okay, so it's 9%. Yes. So don't worry about using Scopus. Okay, it's not like we are showing on Scopus only Elsevier journals. Yes, our goal is to show you global scholarly output. So you will find their information from many different publishers. Of course, on the right side, you can see Elsevier as the biggest publisher on the market right now, but you can see also Springer, Taylor, etc. So other big international companies. But also what I like about Scopus is this the biggest part of this graph. Okay, so more than 63% comes from other publisher. And other publisher can be your university press. It can be very small publishing house with 1 or 2 journals. It can be a society of researchers, and they are, publishing one title, one journal. It can also be visible here on Scopus database. And this is because we have very clear, very transparent process to evaluate journals. Every single journal, no matter if it's Elsevier or if it's your university press journal, it needs to follow the same process of evaluation and meet the same criteria, just to make sure that everything has, the same level of quality. And you can see criteria on my slide. Yeah, so everything is peer review. Everything is more than 2 years, established at least 2 years ago, with regular publication, with English title, abstract keywords, even if the full text publication is in local language. It can also be visible on Scopus, so you will find also local journals from your countries here. And it is important that all of the journals have a publication ethics statement, and we treat it very seriously, just to make sure that everything you can see on Scopus is really good quality, not predatory, valuable source for you. And of course, other criteria to consider during the evaluation. But this is quite strict, and you can see that from around 3,500 title suggestions per year, on average, 630 titles meet the full Scopus criteria. So you can see that what is inside the Scopus database, the content of the Scopus database, this is like great quality best journals. So you can go there and check it, and also trust our evaluation. Okay, so how to check the list of journals that are being indexed by Scopus database? Okay, so basically it's also quite easy to do. So let me share it with you. I will start from the beginning so you can see all of the steps. Okay, so when you open Scopus, you need to go here up on the right for the tab called Sources. And if you click on it, you will see the full list of indexed sources. So we have more than 44,000 results. But today we are focusing on journals. So once again, I go with the filter on the left, and I choose source type journals, and I click apply. So this is like one step more I need to do. And now what I can do, I can of course put here a title or ISSN number or a publisher and just check the journals. But if I'm at the beginning of my, journey with searching a journal, I would go with subject area. Okay, so I'm not aware what kind of journals are there. I want to know more about it. What is the offer? Okay, so I can easily go with subject area. And with subject area, you can browse anything from this very, very long list. And this is these are subject areas. All of the subject areas, the big classification. Or you can just start writing anything, and then let's go with general decision sciences. Okay, let me click apply. You can choose more than one subject area. Okay, it's also important for you if you are doing interdisciplinary research and you're searching for the right journal. Okay, so with general decision sciences, you will always see here on the top what subject areas have you already chosen. We have 39 results, and this is a list. Okay, so this is just 39 journals connected with this subject area. And because this is Scopus, and I told you that this is bibliographic database with information about publications from all around the world, but this is also a bibliometric database. So you will find here some additional information about metrics. Okay, so each time you have result list, it's somehow already a ranking list. Okay, so in this example, it is ranked by site score from highest site score on the top. And then on the right, you have some additional information because Scopus will always try to give you wider context for the information. If you don't know if 21.6 is a good site score or not a good site score, it's just a number, okay? Without the context, it's just a number. So to understand it better, Scopus shows you some additional information. So for example, here you have 99 percentile, which means that this journal is in 1% the best journals within the category. And then you have additional information to understand it better. Okay, so we have 456 journals within the same subject category, and this journal is on the first position in the ranking. Okay, so now we can understand that this site score is very well. Yeah, it's super site score for this subject area. Then we have citations, documents. So some additional information for you. We have also percent of cited articles within this journal. I think it's quite nice information for authors. And if you click here on the right, the small arrow, you will get more information. So some other metrics, I will explain it in a moment. And you have also the publisher in here. And yeah, and that's just a list. So anything from this list, what is interesting for you, just click on the title and you will find out more information about this journal. And maybe I will tell you about the quartiles, because sometimes you have the recommendation from your institution, for example, okay, you should publish your articles within first quartile journals based on Scopus database. Okay, so the first quartile, it means exactly 25% of best journals regarding site score metric. And just click here, click apply, and you will end up with the list for the first quartile. Okay, and we have now 16 journals in this category within the first quartile. Okay. Let me go back to our ideas. Because we are now going a little bit deeper into the topic. So, okay, we found some journals, and now we want to learn more about the impact of those journals. So we will use metrics, okay? And let me show you how to do it in Scopus database. So we have a basket of metrics. So you will find different metrics on Scopus database. I already showed you that this is visible from the result list. You can also go deeper into it to find it. So we have more traditional, let's say, metrics like site score. We have a citation count. We have some other things. Percent of reviews, for example, also interesting metric. What you will not find on Scopus database is impact factor, and I have it here because you always ask me for that. Okay, so is there impact factor? No, impact factor is on Web of Science database, and on Scopus you will find site score, and this is very similar metric based on number of papers and number of citations. Always remember to use those metrics from databases, okay? So if you need to check site score, if you need to check impact factor, SJR, anything, go to Scopus, go to Web of Science and check it by yourself. Don't trust any kind of Excel files somewhere on the internet. It can be manipulated, okay? So always if you want to check site score SGI SNP, always go to Scopus database. Okay, and what is site score? So this metric counts citations and publications, and it's covering a 4-year window. The same documents are included in the numerator and denominator. And very important is that this value depends on the discipline. Okay, so if you want to use site score, that's okay. It's a great metric. It will show you impact of the journal, but please remember not to use it if you want to compare journals from different disciplines. Okay, if you need to compare journals from different disciplines, you can use a source normalized impact per paper. And this metric was developed by University of Leiden, and still this is our partner. They are calculating this, and you can see it on Scopus database. And there is an let's say additional element in this metric, because what they found out is that there is something called potential of being cited. Okay, so this parameter is normalized. They are actually checking how many citations, how many publications are there in the references section, depending on the discipline. So yeah, that's why it is normalized, and you can use it across different disciplines. Okay, and the other one is SJR, and this one also you can use to compare sources with different disciplines. This is a prestige metric. So also in here, it is about the value of one citation. So it's not like we are only counting citation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 citations. We are also checking what is the value of the citation, and the better, the more prestigious journal is citing the article, the journal, the biggest value is for this one citation. Okay, it can be a little bit similar to something as a PageRank used by Google or Facebook. Okay, so it also shows who is citing who, what are the relations between journals. Okay, so this is also very interesting. Okay, so how the journal is performing? If you want to know, just go there to Scopus, check sites for SJR and SNP. And let me show you where to find those information on Scopus database. Okay, so maybe we will open any journal. Let me go with the first one from our ranking list. And yeah, and I need to tell you something about the subject areas, because I forgot to cover it in the example before, but this is a very good example. You remember that what I chose to see was general decision sciences, but this journal was on the first position, and it was ranked by, as I remember, strategy and management category with the first position and with this high site score. Okay, this is because one journal can be related to more than one subject area, and this is always decision of the editorial board. Okay, so Scopus is not deciding about the subject areas. Editors are deciding about it, and when they are submitting to Scopus database, they are telling us, okay, this journal is covering this and that within the subject areas. Okay. Okay, so we have all metrics here on the right. Yeah, you can see it. Each time you forget what was what, how is it calculated, etc., just click on this little icon, and you will see a very short explanation just to remind you, okay, that was source normalized impact per paper, so I can use it to compare, for example, journals within different disciplines. Okay, you have all information about the journal, the publisher, ISSN number, etc. You can click here to view all documents from this journal in Scopus database. So you can see that in Scopus, we have articles from 1999 till 2002, and then from 2004 to present. Okay, so this is the coverage. Okay, and if you go a little bit down, you will see also some additional information. So for example, we have CiteScore 2021, which is the newest metric, but we can see also the CiteScore tracker. This is something updated monthly. CiteScore 2022 will be published in June 2023 and will be calculated based on those numbers in May 2023. So you can see that this comes from November, so they have like 6 more months to gain more citations and to publish more documents, and of course this will happen. So this is just a, let's say, preview how it looks right now in this moment. Okay, and then if you go a little bit down, you can see these categories. Okay, so you can see that this journal is it's this information we already had on the result list, but you can get more information. With management and technology and innovation, there is another metric, and with general decision sciences, another one. And if you go here for CiteScore rank and trend, first of all, you will see in the category, this journal we already are checking, but also the whole ranking list for this category. So you can easily go and click for the second one, the third one, and go on. But you can also go back to our first idea on general decision sciences, and then see the whole list of CiteScore for this category. Okay. Okay. So that's it. And within this tab, I like to open it because you can also see historical metrics. So from 2017, you can see on one graph, okay, is this journal with stable trend, or in here we can see that this is increasing. But sometimes you can see negative trend with decreasing, and that would be the moment for you to think about, okay, should I or should I not go and publish within this journal? Okay, if you can see a stable trend or increasing, that's good. That's good. I would say it's safe for you. Okay, because if you publish, if you submit article today, it can happen that it will be published with 2023 date. And yeah, for now, you have no idea what will be the CiteScore for 2023. Yes, you know exactly what is the CiteScore 2021. On next June, you will know 2022, but 2023 is far away in the future. Okay, so that's why it's important also to see the trend. Okay, let us go back to our ideas. Because we have one more and we can compare sources, and this is quite a nice tool. I really like it on the Scopus. So Scopus allows you to take up to 10 journals and use comparison tool to see all of the metrics all together within, just one click and one window. So you can compare, you can benchmark, you can understand better the performance of chosen journals. You can see the CiteScore, of course, but you can go with other metrics as well. Okay, let me show you how to do it. So when you are on the page, on the journal page, just go up, and on the right top here, you can see a compare sources button. Just click on it, and this will be open for you. Okay, and for now, I have the same information up to 10 sources. The one I had opened is already here. Okay, and I can add more titles. And of course, what does make sense? Okay, so I have idea, I have, 5 journals I'm considering for my next publication, and I want to compare them all together. Okay, so For this, just go with source title here or ISSN number, put the title here and just search for it, okay? I don't have like 5 journals I already know I would like to compare. So I will search for decision in the title. Okay, just to show you how it works. Okay, so from this list, just click here to check the box, and the next journal will be there for you. Okay, let us go with few titles because I would like to show you how it works, how it looks like, what can you do with it. Yeah, I just chose randomly 4 titles. Let me add one more. Okay. Okay, so now you can see that we have 5 titles in here, and you can see metrics from 2011 till 2021. So this is 10-year window. It's also nice to see the trends. On the top, you can see all titles I chosen. You can delete anyone, any title from here. It's just with one click. Yeah, and what you can see here is site score. So for those journals, I would say nothing spectacular here. Yeah, everything is like increasing or very stable trend. So nothing wrong is going on with those journals, okay? I can go also with other metrics. So I can choose SJR. And SJR is a prestige metric. So I can compare them. Yeah, this one looks like the most prestigious journal we have right now. From the 5 we chosen, we have source normalized impact per paper. Okay, we can see some other metrics here. Each time you put the mouse on this, point, you will see exactly what was the value in 2012, in 2011, and go on. Okay. For example, this journal, you can see the graph starts in 2013. So that means that before that, this journal was not visible on Scopus. So there are no metrics for elder years. Okay. What else we can see? Citations per year. This is quite important. Okay, so you can see the decision support systems. This is the journal with the highest citation count in 2021. We have here 2022, and sometimes you can see like, okay, this is decreasing, but please be careful about it, because if it's 2022, for sure they will get more citations, okay, because it's November, so it will definitely rise up, because those are quite new publications, so they will still be cited. Okay, and this one, I really like this one. So you can see the percent of not cited. Once again, 2021, 2022, this is, going on right now. So it's not like they are not being cited at all. It's just work in progress, okay? Yeah, so that's it. That's our comparison tool. I suggest you to just go there, check your favorite journals. Maybe you will find out some interesting trends and learn more about the value and about the impact of those journals. Okay, let me go back to my presentation. And now I want to skip for Elsevier Journal Finder, but first, maybe we have some questions about Scopus.
Well, actually, I'm not doing too much, guys. So please have those questions coming in, okay? Because I feel totally useless here. We have just one question so far from Daniela, and she's asking if it will be safe to access the journal homepage from the Scopus website. Because, yeah, I just heard a radio talk about this issue, actually, a couple of days ago, that hackers can totally clone websites. So what if they cloned Scopus, for example, and you started clicking on this clone Scopus instead of the actual Scopus website?
Well, I hope they will not clone Scopus. So first of all, Scopus is not free on the internet. Okay, you need to be authorized user to use it, and I think because of that, this is quite safe because you need to go and show your credentials, who you are, and etc. So this is quite safe. And if you're using a journal homepage from Scopus and you click on the website, okay, so Scopus will redirect you to the website of the journal. This HTML address is the one that we have from the editorial board, and it is also the one for the website that was evaluated during the indexation process. So I would say it's safe to use hyperlinks from Scopus. Of course, predatory journals are more and more sophisticated, and they have like many methods to trick us. Okay, so still you need to be careful, and if you see something weird going on, just double check it. Okay. What else I can recommend you? You can also use ISSN portal, which is the portal. Well, each country has, let's say, ISSN center, and we have also global ISSN portal. And this is the portal that shows you all registered journals. So if you know the ISSN number, you can check it on Scopus, you can check it on other databases, and you can also check it on ISSN portal just to make sure that this is exactly the same, okay? Okay, do we have any more questions for now? I think not.
I don't see any more questions, but if
Okay.
you guys have any questions, not just related to this last slide, but to any of the presented material, just feel free to drop it here in chat or Q&A. Okay, somebody is asking.
So maybe Daniela, maybe one more comment. Okay, so if they are, because they are cloning, like, well, predatory journals are, what they want to achieve is to trick you, so you can send article to them instead of a good quality journal and pay them for it. Okay, so this is like the main idea for predatory journal, and they will fake peer review. They will fake that they are doing anything with your article, of course. But they are cloning in the way, okay, they are creating a new journal which has very similar title and very similar web page to the original one. But still, if you use the domain address from Scopus, I would say it's safe.
Okay, Patrick has an interesting question, and he says that you mentioned how many journals are included in the Scopus database, but do we have an estimate of how many journals are there altogether available?
Okay, so we have like 27,000 journals on Scopus database. On the other hand, Elsevier is publishing around 2,700 journals right now. And not all of Elsevier's journals are not all of them are included on Scopus database. I don't know exactly what is the number right now because I haven't checked it lately.
Actually, I just Googled it, and according to publishinggate.com or publishingstate.com, I don't know how valid this information is, but they're saying that globally there's more than 2 million journal articles. Okay, but these are the articles.
Yeah, these are the articles, and the question is about the journal. So, Patrick, basically the rule is not all of Elsevier journals are included in Scopus, and all of our journals go through the same evaluation process. So they need to be at least 2 years on the market and meet all of the criteria. And then Elsevier journal can be also visible in Scopus database. I don't know exactly the number. I can tell that the majority of Elsevier journals are included in Scopus database, but for sure it's not 100%. Okay, so let us go further because I want to show you some more ideas. Okay, and the first one to show you would be to use Elsevier Journal Finder, and let me just quickly open this for you just to show you how it looks and how it works. Okay. Okay, so if you go and decide to published with Elsevier. Of course, you can go for Science Direct platform and check information about all of our journals on Science Direct platform. If you go there and if you maybe I will show you. If you go for Science Direct, everything ever published by Elsevier is in here. Okay, so you can just open sciencedirect.com and browse any kind of journals we have published and we are still actively publishing. So this is the platform. You will find information about all of those 2,700 journals. Okay, so on our platform you will find all titles and all information, also information for authors. So let me open any journal, let's say Academic Pediatrics. And if you can see here site score, this is also information for you that this journal is included on Scopus database. And this is like, it's simple like this, okay? And with Science Direct, we also we can also show you impact factor of the journal right away, okay? So for Elsevier journals, if you want to learn more, what kind of journals do we have, what titles, open access, not open access, everything, just go for Science Direct platform and check it. And each journal has this tab called Publish. And if you go there, you will have a link where to submit your article, but also guide for authors, open access, options, and some additional services for authors. So if you are interested in publishing with Elsevier, I would recommend you to go here and just check. You can see aims and scope of each journal. You can browse latest issues, see what kind of topics this journal is covering, etc. And if you see site score, this is information, okay, it's included in Scopus as well. If you see impact factor, it's included in Web of Science, okay, so you can check it. Okay, and if you don't know the titles, you can go with a Journal Finder, which is a tool that shows you possible matches for your paper to scientific journals from Elsevier. The only thing you need to do here is to put your paper abstract keywords and choose the field of research. I'm not an author, so I don't have my own, but I will use, let's go with medicine, abstract, okay, find journals. Okay, and this is how it works, okay? So put here your own information and then you will see, for example, here, for this example, I have 48 journal matching my paper. And we can see title, we can see a site score impact factor if this is relevant for the journal, and the information about acceptance rate, quite important for you, and also timeline. So you will see, okay, I will wait 4 weeks for the first decision. I will wait 30 weeks for publication. And this information will be different for different titles because each editorial board is independent and autonomic, so they can have different timeline, different recommendations for author, etc. So each time you just need to see the specific title and what is needed to be published there. Also, what you have here with these small icons, if you can see OA, this is open access. So this journal will allow you to publish in open access, but also in subscription model. So this is hybrid journal. We had here neurology, just open access, only open access. And here Summergen, only subscription model. Okay, so more information about it and submit the paper. This is a button that will show you the form you need to fill in to submit your own paper. Okay, so that was our journal finder. And with matching journals. Okay, do you have any more ideas? Are you using some kind of different methods I already shared with you? Maybe you have your own ideas you can share with other colleagues. If you have, put it on the chat. we are curious with Vivian what you are doing when you are searching for the right journal. And oh yeah, we have something. Okay, so
as you mentioned before.
yeah, using the bibliography. Yeah, that's quite good. That's a really nice nice idea to do it. Okay, because I have one or two, I think I have two bonuses here. Okay, so what you can do, it's also look at your peers. Yes, so check your institution. Don't go with searching for documents. Don't go to search for journals. Just put any affiliation. Check your university, or maybe you want to, check any other university in the world, and then just look. Okay, where are they publishing? Okay, so you will be able to check it also from this. So, for example, I have here Prague University of Economics and Business, and if you open this profile on Scopus database, you can choose one of subject areas and see on the result list source titles, just in the same way I showed you at the beginning of our presentation about the Scopus. So go to filters and you will see what titles and how many papers are there published by authors connected with this university. Okay, so this is another thing what you can do. Okay, so this is quite nice. Just a moment, guys, because I clicked something and my presentation disappeared. Sorry for that.
So while you're working on your technical issues, Warda is very keen on having this question answered. Can you just quickly elaborate a little bit more on the link and the relationship among Elsevier, Scopus, and Science Direct, because it might be a little confusing to some of us?
Okay. So yeah, so Elsevier is a company, is a publisher. Okay, so let's say Elsevier is the biggest animal here. Yeah, the biggest animal. Elsevier is a company, and within Elsevier we have different products. And Scopus is one of our products, and Science Direct is another one. Okay, so we have two databases, you can say. Scopus is abstract database, bibliometric, bibliographic database, and Science Direct is full text database. What does it mean? It means that on Science Direct platform, when you go there, you will be able to find all of journals published by Elsevier. And this is platform to read the content of the journals and ebooks and everything we are, as a publisher, we are producing. So on Science Direct, you can check Elsevier's journals, Elsevier's ebooks, and you can read the content of it. Okay, and this is like Science Direct. This is the goal of the platform. We want to show the whole portfolio of Elsevier as a publisher. Okay, on Scopus database, like I showed you, we have this 88 million items, and this comes from different publishers from all around the world, because the goal of the Scopus is to collect information about the scholarly output globally. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's from Elsevier, from Taylor, from any other publishing house. On Scopus database, we just want to show you all good quality journals, ebooks, conferences, patents that you can use in your research. And that's the difference. In Scopus, you will not be able to read the full content of the article. We will just show you information that this article was published in the journal. And then, of course, from Scopus, you can go further and you can find the full text, but the full text will be outside of the database. I hope this is a good explanation. Okay. Okay. So thank you for questions. Okay, and let me go to, we have questions left. So this is questions. But what else you can do if you have Scopus author profile? You can check who cited you. If you want me to show you how to do it, I would need some kind of name. What kind of author should we check? If not, just go there and check it yourself. So find your own Scopus profile or your colleague's Scopus profile. So search for authors and then click cited by, and you will see who is citing you and in what journals they are citing you. So if the journal is already citing your papers, maybe they will be keen also to publish one of your own article. Yeah, so this is another idea what you can do. Okay, so yeah.
In the meantime, sorry, we still have another question from Patrick.
Okay.
And he's asking, okay, so journal sustainability is included in Scopus, yet he was told that it's a predatory one. So let's say we heard that a journal is indexed in Scopus, but we have some second thoughts about it because somebody said that it's a predatory journal.
Yeah.
How do we sort it out? Like, how do we double check if it's indeed a valid journal?
So in this case, I would go back to think, check, submit, and ask myself all of those questions from the checklist. And Patrick, yes, it can happen that you can see a predatory journal on Scopus or Web of Science or other, good reputation source. It can happen. Why is that? Because journals can become predatory. Okay, so in the moment that the journal is being evaluated by Scopus team, everything is okay with the journal. The quality is, perfectly good. Every criterion is, the journal meets all of the criteria. Okay, so the quality is very high. But after, I don't know, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, a journal which used to be good quality, impactful, scientific journal can become predatory. And yeah, it's, Scopus can do nothing about it because this is the decision of the editorial board. And everything that is going on within journal, it's connected with the decision of editorial boards, and we don't, we do nothing Scopus doesn't have the mandate to decide on the behalf of the journal. Okay, if journal decide to go for predatory model, yeah, it's their decision. Okay, sometimes what can happen that another company is buying journal and then it can become predatory. And from Scopus point of view, we can see that journal is predatory only retrospectively, because we need to see few months or something to identify that something is wrong going on within this journal. Also, if you can see on Scopus database journal and you have doubts if it's not predatory, I would highly recommend you to just submit your ethical concerns about the journal, and anyone who is a Scopus user can actually report any kind of ethical issues with the journal. And if there are this kind of requests coming to Scopus from researcher community, Scopus will double check the journal also for you. Okay, so this journal will be flagged red, let's say, and once again the whole process of evaluation will be for this journal. So once again they will check all of the criteria to avoid having predatory journals on Scopus database. So yes, you should be careful every time, because this is like, okay, those are just tools that can support you, but decision at the end is the author decision, and also the responsibility is author responsibility. Okay, so you need to be like 100% sure to send the paper to the journal. I would say this is safe for you. Okay.
Okay, is that Scopus Excel file that is downloadable from our website reliable?
Once again, Vivian, because I couldn't hear you.
Sorry, Danielle is asking if, there's an Excel file of journals that you can download from Scopus. the
Yes,
website.
we have Excel file. Let me show you where to find it.
And
Okay,
she's
so
asking if that's a reliable source. I don't know reliable in what terms, like reliable as
okay,
not
so
including any.
yeah, so I will tell you. So it is reliable if you do exactly what I do. So if you go to sources, and if you click here on this button, sorry, I cannot highlight it. Okay, can you see it? Download Scopus source list. It's just up from the list results. If you click on here, and if you download the Scopus source title list from here, this is safe and this is reliable. You can check all the information here. You can download this Excel. You will find in the content of this Excel file, you will find information about all of sources, also about sources that are discontinued, because of course, if journal doesn't meet anymore the standards of Scopus, or if journal became predatory or something that is going on with the journal is excluded, discontinued from Scopus database as well. Okay, so from here you can be sure that this is good Excel file, but don't use any other Excel files. So don't Google it. Okay, don't go for GitHub or something. Okay, just use the Excel file downloaded each time from Scopus. And also please remember that this list is updated monthly. Okay, so each month there will be new information inside this file. Okay, so that's it.
Okay, another thing, which I'm pretty sure that you're going to get into anyway on the next couple of slides, is are you going to share the recording or also the material for today's presentation? And
okay, so I will share with you the recording, PDF of the presentation, and information about how to get certificates. And you will receive this, all of it, you will receive via email later today in the afternoon, maybe in the evening. Okay, and we have one more question, and this will be the last one, okay, for today, because I have another webinar in 15 minutes. So let us go to the end. And this is a question about differences between Scopus and the Web of Science, okay? Both are citation databases, both are abstract databases. Scopus coming from Elsevier, Web of Science coming from Clarivate. And so two different companies are responsible for those products. So the goal of these databases is exactly the same, like I told you, okay, to show the scholarly global output of scholarly communication, focused on journals, books, and other scientific materials. But what is the difference between those two databases? It will be on the coverage level. So there is different coverage on Scopus and Web of Science, and you can easily check it because you can, from Scopus, you can download this Excel file and you know exactly what titles are covered by Scopus database. Web of Science, I don't know how to do it. I cannot show you, but I'm sure you know if you're using it. So you can just compare by your own. But the general information for you is that Scopus is bigger, so we have wider coverage. We have more titles and more documents indexed in Scopus database. And the second difference will be with metrics. So you will find different metrics to evaluate the impact of journals on Scopus and different on Web of Science. But yeah, you can, from my perspective, as I observe researchers, it can be like personal preference that someone just prefers Scopus because, I don't know, for this person, it's easy and, user-friendly database, and this person prefers Scopus. I know researchers that are using both of databases in the same time. So they are checking all information here and there, comparing and then making decision. And of course, there can be a researcher who will prefer to use Web of Science. It's always up to you, okay? Those are tools that can support you in your work. And yeah, from my perspective, I think me and Vivian, we will tell you the same. Use scientific databases. Just, don't Google it. Yes, go for the tools that were, created for the researchers. And that's the most important thing. If you choose Scopus, we will be super happy about it. And we can help you, like today within this webinar, to show you some kind of workflow. So, share some tips and tricks, but it's always up to you what you are using. Okay, thank you very much. In my presentation, you will find the link to our Elsevier online training hub. If you need any more, webinars, there will be also recordings there. We also encourage you to go for Researcher Academy and check our e-learning courses. Those are free of charge e-learning courses made by researchers for researchers. So you can find there, for example, more information about evaluating journals, how to find a journal, how to submit a paper, how to prepare article, etc. So just, go there and check. We also have some language and translation services for authors. If you need it, you can just go there and also check our offer. And of course, certificates. Let me quickly share it with you right away, but also please remember, I will share it with you as well via email. So if you don't do it right away, you can do it later on and just download your certificate in the evening or tomorrow or anytime, okay? And that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you, Vivian, for your help. And yeah, I'm quite happy about your activity and very interesting questions.
Yes, it was very nice seeing all of you guys, and thanks for hanging out with us. And I'm pretty sure that Paula's presentation was very informative and very useful to your research. So thanks very much, and see you guys next time.
Yes, thank you very much. Bye-bye.